Hello scholars, welcome to today's Manuscript Spotlight. Today, we'll be looking at Papyrus 52, commonly known as St. John's Fragment. This is widely accepted to be the earliest surviving New Testament manuscript fragment, and so is incredibly significant to the dating and reliability of the Gospels themselves. St. John's Fragment contains portions of John 18, verses 31 through 33, and 37 through 38 in Greek. It was probably written around 125 to 175 AD, though some scholars argue for a dating as early as 100 AD or as late as 200 AD. It's difficult to overstate just how significant this early dating is. It supports the traditionally accepted date for the authorship of the Gospel of John, around 90 AD, reinforces the accuracy of transmission of the Gospels from what the authors originally penned, and provides a very early witness to the historical events of the life of Jesus. For a manuscript holding such historical and religious weight, the fragment is physically quite small, only about the size of a credit card. It is written on both sides, meaning that it was originally part of a codex that probably contained the complete Gospel of John. This fragment is unique among the other Greek manuscripts I've examined on this channel, so far in that it was not written by a professional scribe, though the scribe was clearly trying to make his writing look neat and professional. It's difficult to get much consistent reading from this fragment due to the fact that it's really more a scrap of papyrus than a manuscript. However, I still want to examine the text that does remain since it's so significant. I'll start by reading the text on the manuscript, and then read the full Greek text and translation. First, the recto, or front side of the page. The manuscript reads, Oi Judaioi hemen, Udena hina halagas, epen semainon, apothnesken iselthen, praetorion ha pilatas, kai epen, Judaion. And now for the translation. The text included on the fragment is in bold, and the rest is filled in from the received Greek text. It's also worth noting that the missing spaces in the text match the length of the expected text very closely, strongly implying that the missing text is in fact also the same as the received reading of John that I've filled in. Also, I'm using an especially literal translation, which can be awkward to read. I wouldn't recommend a translation like this for everyday Bible study, but it can be helpful to see the relation between the Greek and the English translation. The translation reads, The Jews, oi Judaioi. For us it is not permitted, hemen uk exestin, to kill anyone, apokteknai udena, so that the word hina halagos of Jesus might be fulfilled, tu Jesu plerothe, which he spoke signifying, hon aipen semainon, what kind of death, poio thanato, he was going to die, hemelen apothnesken, entered therefore again, iselthen un palin, into the praetorium, eis to praetorion, Pilate and summoned Jesus, ha pilatas kai ephonesen ton Iesun, and said to him, kai aipen auto, you are king, su ai ha basileos, of the Jews, ton Judaion. Now for the verso, the back side of the page. The manuscript reads, tuto gegenemai, kosmon hina martureso te aletheia, lege auto, kai tuto, tus Judaios, udemian. And for the translation, a king I am, basileus emi. For this reason I have been born, ego eis tuto gegenemai. And for this I have come, kai eis tuto eleletha, into the world, eis ton kosmon, so that I would testify to the truth, hina martureso te aletheia. Everyone who is of the truth, pas haon ek tes aletheas? Hears of me my voice, aque mo tes phones. Said to him Pilate, Lege auto ha Pilatos? What is truth? Ti estin aletheia. And this having said, kai tuto ipon? Again he went out to the Jews, palin exelthen pras tos Judaios, and said to them, kai lege autois? I find not one, ego udemian jurisco, fault in him, en auto aetian. I hope you've enjoyed reading what is possibly the oldest surviving New Testament manuscript, and have been encouraged by its words. Jesus came to testify to the truth, and everyone who is of the truth listens to him. I hope you continue listening to the voice of Jesus this week. Please let me know if you have any questions, comments, or suggestions. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you again on the next Manuscript Spotlight.